fambe fambe unzai mweya, fambe fambe unzai mweya.
Today we were supposed to be addressed by a team leader, whom we call the team leader of Jomic, called Mr. Chimanikere. He was supposed to tell you of the process that should take place. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it to this place because there were challenges which were given by Mr. Mukoi, that there are security challenges at Harvest House. Mr. Mukoi has been controlling Harvest House, so we hope one day you'll be invited to Harvest House. However, the Harvest House is not a place of battle. Harvest House is a place where we are all housed as MDC and all members of MDC and the country at large when we talk of MDC matters. With what has happened after the judgment, we had two teams, one from Mr. Monzora's team, one from the applicant's team led by me. They had an agreement which they are using to set off a process towards doing a Congress. This setup is going to have a steering committee. A steering committee which is comprised of, initially today, it will be announced soon once Mr. Chimanikere gets a chance, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, he will announce a steering committee that's going to start the ball rolling. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm more worried about the Zimbabwean population. I'm more worried about all Zimbabweans who want to see MDC grow. I want them to realize that the efforts we are making are not a fight against Douglas Monzora or a fight against any other opposition leader, but a fight to bring back what used to be MDC. What used to be MDC encompasses a lot of followers who started as early as 1999 and went through a lot of challenges, some going aside, some coming back, some even going to ZANU-PF. There are some members who have been dejected and sitting at home. But as we look today, there is not a single opposition movement or party that is strong enough to challenge ZANU-PF in 2028. So we are hoping that people understand the heed we call on all Zimbabweans to rejuvenate their party, which is MDC. We can change parties, we can go and form many names, but it won't make sense. And as of today, we are proud to announce that Mr. Monzora fell again in a court attempt to try to remove Mr. Mukoi from Harvest House. Yesterday, the judgment came and his application was struck off the register. So we are saying Harvest House belongs to you journalists, Zimbabweans, and all MDC members. We want just to be a meeting place, not a battle place. And we want you to understand that no one is fighting to take over Harvest House for child's play, but for nation building as an opposition political party, which is likely to take over if we go back to our original strength that we had before Mr. Changarai's demise. These people who had come were only supposed to have 20 to 30 people to get into Harvest House, so that we have a proper press conference addressing all the areas which should be addressed very soon. The disruption that we got, we don't know how far it will hold us, but we are going ahead. We are going to make sure every Zimbabwean who is willing to be a member of the original MDC left by Morgan Tsvangirai comes to the table and we form a steering committee. That steering committee will be on provinces. Each province will be represented by a number of people which have been agreed between what we consider our JOMIC, joint implementation, joint operation, joint operation and
Implementation committee.
Yeah. Implementation committee. You remember the constitution we had when we did our unit government. There was something called JOMIC to oversee what is happening. We think that we do that to make sure that there is no overlaps. And this is led by Mr. Chimanikire. Mr. Chimanikire is a founder member of MTC, and he has got a team that will work with him, considered the negotiators. I think in long and short, that's where we are headed. But to you, journalists, I want to appeal to you to help us build this institution. We also want to ask Zimbabweans to help us rebuild this institution. We can have all the negative vibes we want. It won't build us. We want to invite everyone, including you, to be members, if you want to be, so that we go back to what we were. Maybe I will leave this to persons. If I've left something, you can assist me. This team here is composed of some who are negotiators who are now in JOMIC and some who are in the steering committee, but they were supposed to be introduced by someone else. It's not my duty today to do that.
We are open to questions based on what is said or has been said. My name is Zinzo. Please feel free to ask questions.
No, you're correct.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to find out if are there any plans
The voice.
So can we?
Okay, so I just wanted to find out, are there any plans to join Douglas Mudzuri?
I thought I've already answered that question in my explanation. I'll answer it again. The team led by Chimanikire came from his standing committee, which was nullified. Chimanikire is the team of Douglas Monzora's team that came to a team of applicants that won the case against Monzora to agree on a way forward. That is the way forward, which I'm pronouncing halfway and to be fully pronounced by the JOMIC team. So the negotiations were already done. Unfortunately, Mr. Monzora didn't want to do it when he was not considered the president. But according to the judgment we have, no one has got a position anymore, because once you are nullified, you can't continue to be the leader of an organization.
Okay. Can you finish us about the reasons of you failing to hold this press conference at Market Supply?
This is
Yesterday I called Douglas Mudzuri to inquire about this meeting, this press conference, but he assured me that he said no. Let me just check with other guys from the party. But then later on he said no, there is nothing like press conference that is going to be held. So what really is happening in this?
I thought I took you through the process that the press conference today was supposed to be addressed by Mr. Chimanikire, not me. Okay? I came to update you. When you phoned Mr. Monzora is no longer in charge of the party. We have got his people, and all members of MDC who want to rebuild MDC to go ahead. So that is the process we are talking about. And we want you to assist us to build that process. Mr. Monzora is no longer in charge. And as I told you, he had fought against Mr. Mkoi, who had gone there to say, I want everyone to come in. Unfortunately, If you went in last time, there's no water. There are not, the toilets are not working. There is no power. So when you go in, you need the minimum number of people. And we need that repaired. So it will take a bit of time, and it also needs the security people to make sure that nothing happens by somebody invading it and taking it over. We are not interested in just people collecting rentals. We need MDC to go back to its roots. So if you are keen to look for Mr. Mudzuri, if you are keen to look for him, but you are keen to look for MDC members to strengthen their organization.
What is the market committee? Because last time I remember when we were here, press conference.
Morgan Committee has got his own political party. I thought you knew. If you don't know that, then I don't think we're in the same country. Morgan Committee has got his own party. He came with us, and we said you should denounce your party if you want to remain MDC. But he has got his own MDC. No, you tell me. I don't know. I know this one. You ask him. I thought he has announced that, and he has got a purple color, I think. But you are a journalist. You must be able to tell me. I'm not a shepherd of anyone. I'm only looking after members of MDC original. Those who belong to MDC that was left by Morgan Traveler. The one which is housed in Harvest House. You see, the opposition part is not there. We are trying to build one. If we don't build an opposition party and concentrate on Mnangagwa's mantra, people where they are saying 2030, we are not going to fight anything. We remain talking about 2030. 2030 to me is a decoy. Those people are friends. They are agreeing in some way. And Mnangagwa himself has expressed that he is not going to 2030. He said he will persuade his colleagues not to be there. I thought you journalists should be pushing Mnangagwa to say, commit yourself, not to ask us. We don't want 2030. No one wants 2030. I don't think even Mnangagwa wants 2030. Because he knows it's not easy to get to 2030. It will be a serious breach of the Constitution, and you know that. And today, already we have less than 2 years to go to 2028. So, to do all the processes that are needed and make the country happy, it's not so simple. But we are busy concentrating on 2030 instead of building the party. Let's concentrate on building a strong opposition so that whatever happens, when we talk about 2030, we talk with one voice. When we talk about 2028, not 2030, we talk about 2020. That is the constitutional position. If we talk about other sidelines, those are political party decisions which have nothing to do with us unless we put our house in order and become a strong opposition. We will not be able to defeat 2030. We'll just be parking in the street. My friend, you are concentrating on an individual. I have long told you that you're going to ask Douglas. I'm not Douglas. I have told you that we are building MDC, the same MDC which Douglas belonged. He is the only stubborn character in the making of building MDC. Can you tell me yourself what he has to show for his 5 years as a president? Can you tell me? If you tell me, then we'll continue asking about Douglas. If you don't have anything to ask, then don't ask. You see, when the Conservatives removed their prime minister, he had just gone to dance and drink as a wrong behavior. Right now, he has been proven that he couldn't lead. A Congress. He failed to do a Congress. That means he failed as a leader. So don't concentrate on a failure. Concentrate on something that will come out of failure, and we revive something that might work. And when we revive it, we should choose a leader. The MDC should be able to choose a capable leader with the likes of, who has the capacity of the likes of Morgan Tsvangirai, who can lead and put the people forward and make sure that we don't continue to suffer, and we talk as a team. We should build structures. There is no single party in Zimbabwe right now with structures. If you tell me which one do you know, which you have seen having a district meeting. If we don't do that, listen to me, my young man. I think you must know that we need that strong opposition, so that vana vako vari muchiuno vakurewo vachidya vachiguta.
Okay, next question for me, as it stands now, I wanted to find out, are you really confident that you'll be able to revive the party, maybe to more the case during the time of the Tsvangirai?
Confidence I have, but what I don't understand is people continue to ask if you can do it alone. No one can do it alone. It just needs, iwe ukangofila kuti zvinobuda zvinoburitsa. I just want you to have that feeling kuti asi zvinotaurwa nemudhara zvobuda uchaona zvichibuda, because it comes out of you. The moment you speak positive about it, people see positivity. You don't, positivity is not born outside journalism, outside the media houses. Positivity is grown within media houses. Kuti no, chinhu chinofamba. Zvimwe munombotraya zvichizofazvo. But it doesn't mean kuti unenge usina confidence. Confidence yekuti tinobuda tinotobuda, because I can see that spirit is everywhere in the country. But muno tanga mamboita, munosvika papi, takambozokonda magore ria, hapana mari, hapana chinototanga pasina, then you go. You cannot get a scholarship usina kumbopasa. Unotanga wapindawo muclass, wotadza kuti uyu anogona vanhu wotanga kusponsor. And we are also appealing to those Zimbabweans who feel that we can revive MDC to help us grow this thing. Help your colleague ari kumushawo kuti kana chinda meeting awane transport and a meeting. And we want this to be homegrown. This part will come from kana munhu ari kuMativele vanototanga kuita structure ikoko. Voti taakuuya kumusangano kwedu taane structure, kwakati taane structure. Then we build it. And don't be worried about infiltration, it will always be there. We have to fight infiltration by managing the organization. Hakuna kusina infiltration. In any war, kuna infiltration. In any difference, kuna infiltration. So let's talk positive and let's grow positive, and then we see what happens.
Yes.
They can only have confidence kana wataura zviri positive. Kuti toona sokuti zviri kuitwa naMudzuri zvogona kuti nevamwe vavo zvogona kutobudisa MDC yakanaka. Kana iwe ukaramba uri negative uchiti vamwe vakadai hapana chinofamba. The whole world has been having ups and downs. Today the Conservatives are at their lowest in UK. But they don't give up. An organization doesn't die because a leader is gone. And when leaders go and form another name, in kuti usachinja mutupo nokuvhakacha. taida kuti tisina kumbochinja zvakatowana Nelson ndoita sisisi taida kuti takanyatsotaurira nayo. I remember ndichimudana kuti court judgment yayo we did the same thing. Challenge there kuti I don't attack an opposition person because if we think in the same manner we should end up together, but if you think selfishly you won't get far. Chatinonida ndechekuita introspect and see kuti tinoenda kupi. Confidence inongobva pakuti tawirirana tese panapa totoita chinhu. Vana Obama vakabva from nowhere. Baba vakaenda kukinya kudhara vakatofa. But he became a president. Confidence yomublack yakabva kupi. Can you tell me? This is where the confidence comes from me, because ini ndakanzi ndavatangira batanidza vanhu. Ndoda kuti vabatane vaite chinhu chavo one. And vakati hatifaniri kuuraya MDC. And I'm saying don't kill it by continuously asking kuti mune confidence here. Have the confidence yourself kuti asi chinhu chakambofamba chinogona kumuka. Master makuru anogona kungosumuka. Kana iwe usati wa convinced unototidzorera sure. Ndoda kuti kutobva pano chiti chinhu. Thank you. I know one member told me kuti munobva pano makutoti ngatifambe nechunhu. Ngatinde nacho. And muchaona kuti vanhu vese vanobvuma, because the moment you go positive, all of you have run with different politicians. And when you run with them, vanhu vanotobvuma nezvamune muchivataurira. Ini ndiri kuti this is genuinely from my inner hearts of hearts. I strongly feel this is the time MDC is going to wake up.
Yes.
Vanoda vanhu vanyuwani nevatsaru ngatimboitai tidzorere chinhu chinobuda, because people know what MDC has been, and if we bring that spirit back yokuti ngatiite chinhu one, hakushayiki vanoramba, and you don't force people. Haikona kuti ndikuripi, hakuna munhu unoona MDC even this is ivo ivo vanongoenda mberi. Haikona ndikuripi, hakuna muridzi weMDC, hakuna muridzi weZANU. These are people's projects. And when people see wrong, they must be able to say, this is wrong. Kana tisina kuzviita izvo tinoramba tichitambura muZimbabwe, toita setakasekwa naMwari. Asi Mwari unotopawo machances okuti mamwe mapenzi amakuda kuisa mupavo, mamwe makanaka vagadzirisai. Zvese zviri kuitika izvi uchaona kuti zvinotibatsira mangwana. Tadzidza kuti kurovana hakubatsiri, kutukana hakubatsiri. Ngatiite chinhu one. Asi mumwe munhu unongouya nomweya wekuti toda kudestroya nokuti pana Mudzuri, handidi kumuona, handidi pana nenge, handizvo zvatoda. But if I can't show something in the next 2 years kuti ndakanzi ndatiwa leader, ndachuzwa leader, then I don't grow the party. Chandoitsvaga ipapo ndorambirapo ndenchidii. I must resign kuti mumwe munhu take over. Handizvo here zvedu. Kwete kugarira kutora rent re-institution, rent remba yama makagara. Boti ndiri kurara chinhu chinokura sei? Kana wabuda mumba mako waisa rent watoresigna, wakutonogara mune chimwe chitangweni. Wogara kuboys sky mumba muchigara vanhu. Ndizvo. Unenge watoresigna imba yako, haisati chako yatova yeroja. Ndotokuudza kuti iwe shamwari garai zvakanaka. Because anenge ari mumain house, iwe muridzi wacho uri kuboys sky. Watova muranda wake.
Current information iripo mungataurawo kuti mava papi in terms of mobilization grassroots level. Kurikudza nepepa vanotaura kuti masero, vamwe vanoti kumadistricts, dzimwe nhambo iyo iri kunzi chitondepeni pamwe anombomuka achitonzi next month maelection atoripo. So yanyaya yepreparedness.
Ndozvatakumbira kuti preparedness yedu ndoyanga ichimhanyisa vanhu kuti tiite press conference, tidane vanhu variko one vari kutoda kuita mastructure. Vazhinji vaingoti dei mambobvisa dhaki. Sure, ndozvavanga vachimbotaura. Imi mbobvunzaiwo vanhu. Vanoti kana kuna dhaka hatiuyi. So handisi ndomudzinga ine, handina right yacho, asi vanenge vachimudzinga vanhu vari kuti munhu wati kusita musangano wedu, he has nothing to show for the 5 years and anga achiapoinda vanhu. Saka iko zvino mastructure atinawo hakusisina, toda kutovaka. That's why tatiri kufoma steering committee patatanga paya. Steering committee ende kutobata vanhu mumavillages, toresuscitata kunoresusciteka, kusingaresuscitateki handi kana uchivaka chinhu chakamboputswa. Pane zvidhina zvinoshanda nezvimwe zvichanga chashanda, toita rebuild the thing. Nevanyuwani tiri kutovada vari kuda kutopinda, nevanobva kana kuzanu vachida kutopinda kumutsa MDC tinovada, nevasina kumbopinda mupolitics tinovada, nevaridzi vechechi tinovada. Munhu wese anofunga kuti I have a part to play. Zvakangoita paformation yeMDC. When we started MDC, we had nothing. I remember when we started, taisiya vanhu 3 tichiti iwe newe chuzai chairman secretary, todzoka towana va5, todzoka towana kusvika yangokura party inobva mumalocals, haibvi kuna leader. The leader unenge achingova maybe temporary. If I'm dead tomorrow, the party must build. Haifani kurega. Ende kana ndikakonewa vanofanira kunditi ibvapo, ndofanira kusuduruka nondanzi ibva. This is what should happen. But democracy yedu tozonyanya kuzoisa semadzimambo, ukuthi zita rokwanhingi haribvi. Hakuna zvakadero. Izvi zvamakadana zvedemocracy zvoda kuti vanhu vasarudze munhu wavo. Kana vasarudza munhu wavo, everyone smiles. Wakaona Tsvangirai vanhu vakambotira kumubvisa because vanga vamuisa. They kept on protecting you. You must float within the people who elect you. If you don't float above your followership, you have failed. Saka unofanira kuunderstand kuti takonewa, asi ngatimbovakayo. Ini ndomoda kuti dei vanhu vese vandinzwisa kuti tibatane tiite chinhu one. Patinondobuda uku pa2028, honestly, zanu inorova pasi. Nokuchema kuri kuita vanhu apa.
Yes.
Vanhu vari kuchema, kana musingachemi henyu makagara zvakanaka.
I can add something kumindro yataura nana vamudzuri chipindura ava vabvunza mubvunzo wekuti MDC 2000 vati havo 2009 but I think he wanted to say 2008. MDC yanga ina mastructure kusvika pagrassroots vandidi zvinhu zvakaitika ndezvekuti vatsvangirai vafa after the death of the president, the incumbent Morgan Tsvangirai. Chamisa arranged and said I was appointed by Morgan Tsvangirai and they formed the CCC. Saka vanhu veMDC vakatevera vachifunga kuti vari kutevera the MDC yaTsvangirai yasiiwa mumaoko ane Mutsambi, only to realize it later that they are following a criminal. Nokuti since 2000 patakafoma MDC hakuna kumbova neelection yakasupportwa opposition neSADC. You still remember the first election yakaitwa naChamisa akaisa ZANU-PF court ikascreeniwa live paTV nemimi aitarira vamuri kudzimba dzenyu. Ndokumalava akati tazviona kuti wapresenta kuti wakabirwa chitipa mavhei 11. Isu tisu taiva mapolling agents takatamupa mavhei 11. Why did he refuse to bring them out? Tina maconstituency aitaiziva kuti iyi yakahwiniwa takapa Chamisa mavhei 11. Asi wakaramba nawo koti ichida kuti kana avapa vowana proof yokuti wakabirwa. Ndo patakatanga kuziva kuti tiri kutevera a criminal, political criminal. You get me? Second point, ino election yapedzisira ndo yakauya SADC ichitenderana naye kuti wakabirwa. Mose Makama chizi munozviziva izvi. Sure kwokuti wapuwa mandate yokunzi wabirwa, vanhu mumisha vanga votouruka kuti we are going to restart the election supervised by SADC in the African Union. Zvava pa point yokuti zvoda kuitika. Munangagwa atonziomira kugadziwa tichimirira kuti zvigadziriswe. Chamisa withdrew from the CC. Sare Sadek yamira kokoyoka haichina party na president. And you think vanhu vari mumisha umu havazvizivi. Ndoda kuti ndikuudzei kuti vanhu vakanguva vachema kudzoka kuMDC yavo ende havachadi zvimazita zvose zvimana triple C zvinana UMDC. Vanhu vanoda the original MDC but with a new leader. Havadi Monzora, havadi Chamisa. Saka isu agenda yedu ndeyekuenda kucongress toshara a leader anodiwana vanhu. Hatirevi kuti isu tiri pano navamudzuri ava ndivo president. No, people will choose a president of their own. Wavashara ndeyorana party is tichitevera. Sen sure kwaizvozvo you will see the MDC growing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ndofunga mubvunzo wekupedzisira
Don't worry.
Vamwe venyu vakukomplaina vatibvunza izvenyu.
tomboti chinhu chadzoka sepaya paya patabvunza paya paya iya yamungati gem of destruction ndokudzoka futi kupreparedness nekuti zvinogona kudzokorodza futi modzokera futi kune mamwe madoldrums zvekare obva inenge yangova cycleso yangova apolitical circle ine madoldrums conflict then consensus triple C. So ipapapo tomboti madzoserwa chance mapiwa umwe mukana najehovha wedenga pane here zvamunofunga kuti zvingabetseredze kuti musadzoserwe paya paya?
I can say zviripo, but we are not the right people to divulge that. Zvirimo mudocument raifana kuverengwa nachimanikiri watakagadza sejomi kuti aite leader wedu. Saka if I can preempt that ndinenge ndatora basa roumwe. Asi kana mukazouya pavanouya tazoronga kuti taakuita ivo varipo vachimanikire we will tell you. Zviripo measures ose okuti tisaramba tichiitwa zvamareve aripo. They are written down but not to be pronounced by me. My name is John Nika, former the provincial chairman of Masvingo before Monzora was Congress was. We are the first people to say Monzora must go. Hakuna MDC is number 1 at 0 per polling station since 2000. With Monzora, just think a polling station to get a 0. And someone insists to be leader of that political party. Something wrong. Why share what we put in?
Right. There's another question. There's another question. One more.
It seems as if Patatanga, the press conference, Mudzuri is the main focal. It seems as if like the focus is on pulling down Mudzuri instead of my person now. What strategies? You said you are so confident. You're so confident that MDC will pull through.
Yes.
So I would love to know the strategies that you want to use in building MDC from grassroots.
First strategy, I'm recruiting you. Kada white up member, we have one.
Yes.
Second strategy, we are inviting everyone. And also, MDC is a strong organization. And I want to dispute you kuti taita topic yaMonzora ndimamubvunza hatina kumbotaura pandataura pesa apa ndasingataura ndangotaura zvecourt case ndokuti akakongonerwa zvakati ndikazodaira. So kana bati it seems like muri kuita bring down, ndatokudza kuti I have nothing against Monzora as an individual, but I have something against running a party for more than 5 years zvataurwa nawo uchiwana mazero uchiramba uchiti ndiripo. You must also see kuti let people allow people to elect their leadership and also have structures. Hakusina ma structures. The agreement yatinayo nevanhu vake ndekuti hakuna ma structures. ichaverengwa ndati handisi ndoverenga. So I don't want to make this a discussion yema-individuals. Inini personally, I discuss ideas. I discuss development. My strategy chao okuti titi haadaidzirwi papress. Strategy ndeyekuti we shall go to the people. And the people shall decide. Kana takonewa, we've done an attempt. Kana mvura yonaya, ukasairima usafunga kuti panomera. Takunorima isusu. Ukarima panomera. Wozoshakura ndokuti uwane chikafu. Wonzi une divisi, iwo chikono zvako kurima. Wonzi une mushonga. Hapana mushonga. Une wangotaura nevanhu. And iwewe you are the first recruit. Totokuda kumembership.
Yes.
Kana waramba ndotoziva kuti uda kuti chinhu changu chife. Saka zitaunonzani munyore pasi totoda kuti thank you.
Earlier on, you mentioned that it is going to be tough for the president to go through to 2030, probably because of the constitution. And thinking upon strategies, I really wanted to know that are you going to take that as a counterpart to the vulnerability of the ruling party up to the building?
If we allow them to do what they want, they will do what they want. That is power. Power no abuse. But I have told you that constitutionally ukandeverenga uchaona kuti pane sunset clause. That sunset clause munangagwa is a lawyer, he knows it. And malawyers ari ngotamba nemagame achitaura togona kuzodai togoshandisa parliament tongoextenda term yepresident yoita 7 years. These are terms. Iwewe sajournalist ndofanira kutoti hazvifaniri kuitika. I want to recruit you kuti imi ndinofanira kutotaura muchiverenga constitution motowirirana kuti this is not good. Let's have an election 5 years dzakonekwa nei. It takes a dull person kufunga kuti you can go as long as you want. You have to do my limits amawirirana just like kuti nhasi Sunday. It's a norm, a social norm. But you can say nhasi haisi Sunday, it's a Friday. You can still do that. So we must understand kuti kana tawirirana chinhu chiri pamutemo ngatichitirai kuchiteedza. Ndo mitemo ndo inonzi tikapa culture yekuti vanoita zvavanoda vachaita zvavanoda. But ndati kana musina futi formidable opposition hapana zvamunotaura unongotaura uri one. And unenge uchikukura setrain ichidarika. So when you are a formidable opposition, you come up with decisions. Ivo vari kuita madecisions kupati. Isusu hatina chiri kuita decision. Unongokura uri one. Zvobuda. Iwe semember yeparty ndoda kuti unyanye kutaura kuti this must stop. Kati toko. Yes. Yeah. Engineer. I'm a member. I'm a former vice president. I'm a former organizing secretary. I'm an engineer by profession. A former mayor, my former MP, former senator, former minister of energy. I'm a former.
I think a personal I don't think so.
Okay.
Unoziva ndoda kudara nchida. Do you know what is happening? Because hakuna opposition. Ndo yatiri kuti ngatiite vamwe taitombotaura navo. Vanhu vanofunga kuti politics dzinocultivatwa from outside. Vanofunga kuti politics dzichawana uchasponsor from somewhere. Iwewe ukada kutosponsor panapa unongoita positive knowledge kuti iwewe chii chakaita kuti ubve wokuudza wototibatsira totry kukorekta kuda zvokorektika kuda unodzoka but chatiri kuda isusu ndechekuti hatinei nomunhu afunga democratically to go to another church kana to another party. Ende isi totodana vakamboinda vacho vanenge vakatsamwiswa nezvimwe mumwe musi unoita chiramwa wotsamwa wondofoma party. Aiwa, kana wambozvifunga unobvumirwa wondoona kuti hakuna zviriko, waiti kuseri kuri green hakuna chiriko, unongodzoka kune vamwe. Kana zvisingaiti iwewe chiita chinhu chawakatanga uchifunga kuti chinoshanda wochirima kuti chibude chiite mafutsa. Iko zvino zvandiri kukuudza ndezvekuti vakaenda vanoda kuinda vanongoinda, asi structure kuita manyu members sabhururu wangu watotoona vamwe wacho atototipa vamwe totoita vakawanda. What we need is the new spirit yokuti opposition is not cultivated anyway. It is not cultivated by one man, it is cultivated by the nation. Kuti vakomana tikambotera uyu munhu tikambotera zvaanoita togona kusvika. History inokuudza futi munhu wakamboita chii. Kuna munhu wamunongotera asina chaakamboita kana one day. Ukamuti ita basa hana kumbotengesa kana mutakishop kana kumbodii kana kumboita journalist chawaita unenge achipowawo munhu imoti kwai unonorana nyika. This country is very complicated. Yakasangana vanhu vakasiyana siyana. Hakuna musha usina muroyi, haunzi muroyi akawanikwa anodzingirirwa unotaura nawo zvakanaka. Manzisa ndotaura neuyu ati kwai vakaindiri vanoinda vachamboinda pane zvavakaona, ende vamwe vanotengeka, vamwe vanopuwa zvavanopuwa, but we can't fight them. It's their democratic right. Iwe ukafunga kuti ndiri wakati ita, but unofanira kuziva kuti you also need a formidable opposition that is competent with policies to take over from the other government. Hazvikwadi kuti vakawanda munowanda musina zvokunoita, maipuwa nyika yacho mafunga zvokuba ngoipuwa makutofunga makugovana zvishoma zvasara izvi hapana chabuda.
Tichapedza handiti aiwa papana panhasi pane izvo tichibvunza tozoonana tamba pana pa 1 on 1. Yes, inobvumirwa kuti 1 on 1.